It's 2018, and this ministry still teaches children against the use of mother tongue. 2018, they say our native language is vernacular, chiding our children, saying they're speaking wrong. Children go to school in Africa literally to give up what makes them African, and then assume an inferior foreign identity, destroying our culture and value, erasing who we are as a people. This ministry breeds robots for their capitalistic agenda, creating youth smart enough to accurately repeat what they are told, and think this makes them smarter than anyone else outside this ministry's wall, creating obedient students instead of intelligent scholars. 2018, the classroom setting remains the same, just like prisoners in chains. Do not question anything, swallow the egg of misconception, grow up with the flow, you can't take a new decision. Children are classified and divided. Teachers make them compete against each other instead of being recognized for their individual potentials, just like a doctor prescribing one set of drugs for the whole patients in a hospital. This ministry divides and classifies our children in these schools, this great wall of shame. How do you expect children to learn in these classes when you're teaching them with the same language you're still trying to make them learn? How can you claim to have educated someone by the inculcation of fear and insecurity, making them feel inferior and hating on their own? Just let me know. No! What is education if not the schooling of the mind according to the value system of a given society, regardless of what is to be learned? The ultimate aim of any education system is to equip young people with the numeracy, literacy, and above all, wider skills like knowledge of self that they need to realize their full potential. Take a look at South Korea, Singapore, China, even Indonesia. Third world countries break in economic success because they built on the foundations of learning. And far too many of Africa's children are not even learning. They are just in school, defined by test scores and grades, and finally bragging home with a complimentary piece of paper called certificates. Isn't it time we release these chains cuffed to our hands in this one hall of shame? Hello, hallowed professors and teachers, lecturers, intellectuals, and I know it allers. I bring this message to you also, my young brothers and sisters. Education is not about your log of certificates. Having education does not mean sitting down in a classroom waiting for the teacher to tell you what and what not to do. Higher education does not mean more knowledge, just let me put you through. Break these chains, because all I see in these classes is copy and paste. It's time to stop repeating the routine of the old in a 21st century setting, and stop being like a car running on the engine of a different car. Time is running far. Our mother tongues are going extinct, and we are losing knowledge of our history because you have made English language the compulsory subject in our children classes instead of history lessons. History lessons empowers the young with knowledge of self, and when young people get to know and understand their history, it opens door for them to be agents of their own learning and development, discarding the imperialist orders out from their embellishment. Teach the young the African way. They should love and defend their own, becoming watchmen of the haughty motherland. Equip these classes with the right knowledge and technology necessary for the right education of our young ones. Can't you see an urgent need for reformation and recreation in this citadel of misguided education? But I know reforming and recreating this system will not require you, but will require someone who wasn't educated through this same system. It's impossible because it's very hard for anyone to accept this bitter truth, since Agbalanze is not a high-profile school professor or a high-ranking clergy. Regardless, it's time to break these chains. Third world countries rising up every day and creating technological wonders without much Western influence. And we're still here, teaching our children how to speak English fluently and label diagrams proudly. It's time to stop classifying and dividing our children with this teaching system. Because for all I know, teamwork is the key. Korean, Chinese, Japanese, and every Nisa waking up every day and topping the economic charts. Spare us this shame in this wide world hall of misguided education. I'm sorry if I hurt some sentiments with this little piece, but I know I have only spoken the mind of every right-thinking young person out there unwilling to be mental misfits. I know Nkrumah Mandela would love this, Thomas Sankara, Emperor Haile Selassie, Patrice Lumumba, Julius Nyerere. I know I have only spoken the mind of every great African lowered in the grave of blessed memory. Thank you. Did I say I was sorry? No, I repeat, no, I'm not sorry. Sorry for what? Sorry for telling the truth that will liberate us all from this chains of mental slavery. Did I say sorry? Sorry for saying the truth that should have been said by a halo professors and teachers unveiling their ineptitude. Please, change the curriculum and save the child's future. Let these classes respect our traditions, culture, and history to promote our own as authentic and not second class. Kill this mediocrity. It's time to give future to the fertile youth and save our motherland. Knowledge of self is the key. Break these chains and let the young ones be the architects of their own future. Ubuntu. We are in no way proud of being a product of the African varsity system.